Ladies, gentlemen, and refrigerators, welcome to the 13th NFL predictions. I don't know. I'm not keeping track of this stuff. But yeah, why don't we just get right into it? Chargers, Raiders. Now, let's just set the tone for this one. I mean, the Raiders, they just fired their defensive coordinator Paul Gunther after that loss to Indy last week. And going up against the Chargers, you got one of the best uh, QB wide receiver duos in the NFL, Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen. Both of those guys are amazing. Your defense isn't that great to begin with, and now you got to implement a new system. So I've actually got the Chargers pulling off the upset here, and then we move on to the Bills and the Broncos. Um, I gotta say something here. Bills, they're playing amazing right now. They could potentially win it all this season if they can get past the Chiefs. And then the Broncos, obviously this was a lost season. They had some potential playoff expectations, but obviously Von Miller got hurt before the season even started, and that was pretty much it. They have not been playing well really ever since. Bills win. Texans, Colts. I was really impressed. Yep, that's something I said. Um, I was really impressed with the Colts offense last week when they beat the Raiders. I mean, even though it is the Raiders, but sorry guys. Okay, sorry. I gotta get back on track here. Philip Rivers, 2 touchdown passes last week. Jonathan Taylor just went absolutely god mode as well. And if the Colts offense could continue to play like that, they could potentially go far in the playoffs. So I'm gonna have them beating the Colts here, especially Deshaun Watson got hurt. At this point, it's a lost season, so they might just be like, "All right, Deshaun, you done for the season now." Okay. Anyway, Patriots, Dolphins. We almost beat the Chiefs. If all of those guys weren't injured slash on the COVID list or something, we probably do win that game. But enough talking about that. And it's no real secret that the Patriots offense sucks. When you're going up against that good of a defense, it's not a victory generating scenario there. Jaguars Ravens. That was a really good game last night between Baltimore and the Cleveland Browns. They ended up winning, and even if they lost that game by 50, I wouldn't change my pick here. Jaguars, I mean, they're going to be trying to start the Jaguar King himself, returning from that broken thumb. Uh, just to see if maybe they can get one more win by season's end. But you know what? You're going up against the Ravens, who've now got some momentum. Lamar Jackson, one of the best games on the ground of his career so far. Um, there's really nothing they can do to beat the Ravens there. Steelers, Bengals. The Steelers have not been playing good. They've lost 2 straight. But I mean, it is the Bungles, not the Bengals, the Bungles. I gotta correct myself there because without Joe Burrow, they're the Bungles, and they're just god awful. Steelers will easily get back on track there. Browns and Giants, the team on the losing end of that really good game last night. The Browns, even though they lost, I mean, I still view them as one of the better teams in the AFC. They could potentially make a run to challenge the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. I don't know about that, but honestly, I do know that they're going to beat the Browns because the Giants are such a one-dimensional team. They've got a good defense, but their offense just can't match that level of production. They're really horrible. Um, yeah. Rams, Jets. The Rams. It sounds. I just don't even believe this, but I think the Rams are still underrated. I mean, they're so freaking good. They are actually looking like the team that's going to make it out of the NFC, in my opinion. With New Orleans' loss to the Eagles and Drew Brees not coming back. But enough talking about the Saints. The Rams, they are so good. And especially Jared Goff, man. I think he's actually establishing himself as a good franchise caliber player with a contract that he's actually semi deserving of. And then there's the defense, but you already know about that. Titans, Lions. With that ground game, the Titans can really just beat anybody. Derrick Henry just runs over entire defenses, and I don't even need to explain that because y'all already know. If you watch the NFL, you know that man's a beast. Chiefs and the Saints. New Orleans, sort of decision time for them, man. I mean, They lost to the friggin' Eagles last week, which is not exactly the best thing to put on a contender's resume. And, they could either continue rolling with Taysom Hill or maybe try and bring back Drew Brees. That's a really. I don't think they want to bring Brees back already. And, I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs, they are amazing. And I don't think that even the New Orleans Saints can beat them. Buccaneers, Falcons. Bucks might be without Ronald Jones. So maybe this game could be decently close, but either way, I'd still probably have Tampa Bay winning this one. They will probably, even though the score could be close, Tampa Bay will outplay Atlanta on every side of the ball. Seattle and Washington. Now you see, Seattle kind of got exposed. Um, we now know that they're a team who can definitely lose to teams with good defenses, but not the greatest offense. But I honestly don't think Seattle's gonna do that twice in a row. That loss to the Giants was probably a wake-up call. Multiple players on the team have said they definitely underestimated New York, and so they lost. They're not gonna take another opponent for granted like that. Packers Panthers. The Green Bay Packers have been one of the best teams. And I feel like people are also sort of sleeping on them. Not that the Saints are underrated. It's just that they're like the two teams below them, like the Saints and the Rams. I feel like they are underrated. But enough talking about that. Packers obviously beat the Panthers because the Panthers are pretty god awful. Bears and the Vikings. I've got the Vikings here because the Bears, they've got a good, not the Bears. The Bears do have a good running game though, actually. David Montgomery has been awesome, so this could be a duel of the running backs, and in that duel, I'd obviously take Dalvin Cook. Eagles Cardinals. The Eagles, I mean, wow, they've really found something in Jalen Hurts. He was incredible. He ran for 100 yards on the ground and also threw 2 touchdown passes. So I've actually got the Eagles winning this game against the Cardinals. Not that they're gonna make a playoff push and win a Super Bowl or something, but Jalen Hurts. Hey man, he's got potential. He could be a superstar one day. And the Cardinals defense hasn't been exactly the greatest. Obviously they do what they can without their star Chandler Jones, but sometimes that's not exactly enough. 49ers Cowboys. Um give me the Niners here. They did just lose to the Washington football team, but this game is on Sunday night, and Nick Mullins has had quite a few big primetime games throughout his career. And I think he might have another one. Well, he will have another one. Any QB can have a day against the Dallas defense. And that, ladies, gentlemen, and refrigerators, not gonna forget, refrigerator might just be a running joke afterwards, after all this. So yeah, that is a wrap. Peace.